I've just got to say, this is so weird. I'm sitting right next to a screen which is mirroring everything that I do, just a couple of seconds delay. It's making me feel a bit disorientated looking at it. Hello to anyone who's watching this later. We're putting Silver together today, one of the elemental cats. He's hopefully going to look a little bit more like this when we're done. Probably not going to do the symbol, but we're going to stuff him, give him his eyes. So if you're watching later, that's what's all going on. Welcome. Where did I put that hole? I put it there. Hello! We're just putting Silver together today. Oops. So just another quiet little craft stream. I do just like sitting around and relaxing. So that's why. You can see these are just your regular safety eyes that you buy them in craft shops. Oh, hello, Siri. Thank you. I don't know if you saw, but I'm going to hopefully make him look a little bit like this later. So we're probably not going to move on. We're probably not going to do the symbol today, but we're going to stuff him and give him his eyes and everything. So he's not just a little ball of fabric. Oh, thank you. I love doing this. This is where they all get the. This is where the personality really starts to come in. It stops just being a bit of fabric sewn together, and it just starts becoming a thing. Ta-da! We have eyes. So let's get him stuffed properly. This is so weird. I'm looking at myself on a delay. Okay. Hello, birds. I'm glad you like my voice too. What made me decide to do these with the elements? So let me try to remember. It's been about a year and a half, close to 2 years now. Can't believe that. When we decided to do elements, it was kind of a flash decision, but I was thinking, because I think you're aware that I do a lot of these very large art dolls. I've actually got one of them sitting right behind me right now as I work, and these take a lot of time and a lot of effort. So people often very, very like them, but they're quite expensive, which is something you can't really do anything about, because obviously you put so much time and effort into what you do. There's the materials costs and everything, so there's not very much you can do about it. They are going to cost a lot of money. Obviously I want to get paid fairly for what I do, so I do make money off of this. But I was thinking, because they're so expensive, not a lot of people can buy them, and I thought I should make something that's small, simplistic, and something that just and something that an ordinary person could afford, if that makes sense. Something you don't have to be mega rich to buy. So I thought about doing something with a simple pattern that I could reuse. As you can see, these guys use the same pattern. And I don't know why elements in particular, other than I'm actually writing a little series about personifications of the elements at the moment, which I'm doing for Nano. So I'll be doing a book of that next month. And I really like the idea of I like characters that come in sets, if that makes sense. And I just thought, this is just such a really, really, really cute idea. And there's so many different possibilities and potential for design. I just thought that's a good idea. Let's make elements. There's a couple of, if you actually go online, you'll see a lot of people making element characters as well. So it's definitely not just me. Quite a few other people have done it. If you Google, I think it's KCD Elements series. I don't actually have a link on me right now because I'm just kind of sitting here with my phone, but that was one of the first ones I saw, and she's done all these. She's done all these cartoon characters for all different elements, and they've all got these really unique designs. And I thought that looks so cool. So I'm kind of doing a similar little thing here with just little kitty cats. So yeah, it was basically just thinking I want to make something that's cute and fun, but also affordable. And I want to do it without shortchanging myself and underselling myself. So unfortunately, I think a lot of artists will do that, and very often we don't know what we're worth, but we are worth more than we think we are. So that's the story. Oh yeah, quite a few people. I'll probably share the link when I'm done with the stream actually. So we're just gonna get this guy stuffed. So I don't know how long we'll be here. Maybe about an hour. That was how long the last one was. See me? Oh dear, I'm sorry, I'm going off camera. Okay. This looks worse than it is. I'm sorry. So I'm just getting this into the tail. This is actually a sculpting tool. It's got a little silicone tip. I can move those now because we don't need them anymore. It's really handy for getting the stuff into little bits like the tail. Oh, you should definitely do some felt ornaments. That would be great. I'd love to see them. Felt's a really good medium as well because it's so easy to get your hands on, and you can go into a craft shop and just see piles of felt in all these different colours, and it just makes you want to dive in and make something. I always find so many different beautiful colours. Go for it. I don't know how much I can. I don't know how much I can do to help you, but do it. I bet it'll look cool. There you go. Tail is always the fiddliest bit. We'll get there eventually. This is definitely a lot smoother than the last stream. I've actually finally got it into landscape orientation. Once. Basically, any little long narrow thing will do. This is just really useful because it's got kind of like the squishy little tip, so you can push it and not push through the fabric, which can sometimes happen if you force it too far and you've got a narrow bit like this tail here. So it's quite safe as well. Stuffing's not really something you want to rush, I find. So you want to get little bits, kind of fluff it out like this, so it's not too. You don't want to hard pack it in there and get little and make it feel like little pellets or anything. If you want pellets, stuff it with pellets, which is cool. I'm thinking about trying to get hold of some of those little plastic pellets and making little beanie type critters maybe. That'd be cute. So much going into the legs. The legs are really, really simplistic in these guys. I'm quite used to working with the shit now because I've made so many of these little guys. Really should make some more. So starting to get somewhere. What I'm going to do is just so I'm going to fluff it out and just pack it into the very end of the paws there. Not too much. You don't want to turn it into a big solid lump because then it won't be cute and cuddly anymore. So just don't overdo it. Okay. And if you do little bits, don't put in huge chunks, just little bits, and push them into there, and just gentle little pushes. Gentle but firm. Getting somewhere. The hardest part on these guys is always the tail because it's just so narrow. But once you've got that sorted, you're pretty much playing. A little bit more at the base of the tail, I think. Okay. So we've done the small parts, so you can kind of move on to the main body. This is a larger area, so you can just gotta use your fingers. Maybe I will do a little bit more than the stuffing. Maybe I will do the symbol today. I have to get some felt out. Depends on how long we want to go for. Okay. You can see the body's starting to get a bit of shapes. Obviously, I've filmed this lots of times before, but it was always sped up. Which is weird, because you always kind of want to move faster, because you think of it as going faster because you think of the final product as being sped up, but you remind yourself that that's the editing. You will look different. It's editing. Really calming though, just fluffing it all out, pushing it in, and just watching it build up and come to life. See there, he's really starting to get a bit of life and personality in him. That's okay. I'll show you loads of pictures. You have a nice walk. I might just keep this one short, I don't know. Really depends on how much I feel like doing. Let's see. So a little bit more in there. I think we're close to it. See, we're getting a little bit into the legs more. What's there? Let's see. Let's draw a little bit more into there now. I don't want to. Let's rough that out a bit. I think it's a bit too hard packed there. That a bit more, I think. It's always a little bit difficult sometimes because you can accidentally pack it in a bit too hard, but yeah, I think we got there. You don't want to make them too hard, you want to make them soft and squishy. This little guy, soft and squishy. Okay, so we shall sew that seam up now. So I've got the thread. There we go. Throw that out the way. So okay. Just gonna a little knot there, so make sure it's nice and secure. So you don't want to pull it quite tight. So I'm just doing a basic ladder stitch here, which is good for kind of closing it up, and it hides the raw edges so you don't have an ugly seam. You'll probably see if you've got any stuffed animals somewhere on a somewhere on a kind of hidden place like the belly, there will be a little ladder stitch seam, which is the opening. So it's basically the same thing. It's just nice to be here and just share things like this, even if it's not particularly exciting. There is no fire, no condiments. Oh dear, if we go public with this, nobody will know what I'm talking about, but you know what I'm talking about. But it's all different. There we go. There he is. So I'm just gonna, so you can see the bit of fluff there trapped in the seams. I'm just gonna go over it with a needle. Work it out. Okay. There's many spots like the ears, so I always get trapped. So what do you think is a good length for a stream like this, I wonder? Last one I did was about an hour. I think that was pretty reasonable. Let's see if I'm doing this on a weeknight. We're doing it after work, so still working out how long I want to be here and how long I want to be doing this. But obviously it's work I'll be doing anyway, so why not share it? Okay, so there we are. I think I'm going to do his little nose and mouth as well, so I'm just going to trim back some of the fluff on his face, just so it doesn't get caught up. I'll just have to go get some embroidery fabric, embroidery floss, not fabric. Regular black embroidery thread, which took me about 2 weeks to get hold of because the craft shop ran out. It took them about that long to get any fresh stuff in. I do go through so much of this. Get a wider needle for this. So this is just a really simple little bit of embroidery. You've probably seen in some of the videos already. Just a few stitches across to make the nose. So it's just like a very basic teddy bear sort of nose. Just want to make sure that it doesn't get too pinched up. Make sure that's stuck. Okay. Just one more stitch down there. So another little stitch down there for the little line going down to the mouth. And again there. How's it chin? Chin's usually a good spot. I'm probably going to cover it up because I think he's going to have some sort of collar decoration. I think these two are going to match. So they've got similar, you can see they've got similar designs to the shiny ears. So I think they've got some little collars, maybe some other stuff around them. It's going to be a matching set. So this is a good spot to put the knocks in because you can conceal it. So I might just do the symbol because I think we haven't been here as long as I thought we were. That didn't take too long. So I think I might just do that. So shall I match that? I'm just going to get my felt out. So it's just a bit of regular white felt here. Oops. Now you knocked everything over there. And there's no real science to this. It's just eyeballing out a little bit of a rectangle of felt. We'll trim it down later so it's not so messy. I just pop that aside for now. Go for a little bit of trim. I really should have a little pattern piece for this, but it is literally just a rectangle, so you can pretty much eyeball it. There. So that's going to go on the side there, like that. Well, obviously, we can't just have a bit of plain stuff. I'm going to get the reference book. If I can remember where I put it. Because I'm not a very organised person, but here we go. The book. This is where so much of the inspiration comes from and so much of the reference. It's really handy because it's got this in the back. A bit outdated. These all have names now, but here we go. So here's silver at the bottom. And where did I put my pen? Like I said, I'm not organised and I didn't think we were going to go this far. So, there you are. So it's just just using a fine liner pen. I've used things like pastel pencils as well, but this is a little bit more precise. So I want an A. So I'm just going to copy over what I did for gold here. Let's just dab it on the. If you get the pen on here, this is just a guideline. So I'm just going to copy the font as well. And then we have a G. G's are so awkward to make. So many little bits. I don't think I've made an with a G on it yet. It's one of the most annoying letters to copy out, but a little bit there. It's like a weird 8. Okay, we have. Sorry about the knuckle cracking, by the way. I do that without thinking, and then I remember, oh yeah, people are listening. Someone's like going, ah, that. 47 protons, makes it silver. And this is the weight, which is the average of protons and neutrons. So I usually cut that with a middle and work out so it's not like a mess. Yeah, it's just a guide. 6, 8. There we go. So let's get the black thread out again. Same as before. And again, this is probably something you've seen in videos. But this time it's just not sped up. So I usually start with the big letters because they take up all they kind of dominate the space. It's just little stitches to cover the ground. Side. I think what we'll do is we'll probably get into this stage with the symbol, but no extra decorations, and I think we could call that a night. Probably going to do all the rest off camera anyway, because I'm just, it's one of those things where I'm quite working out exactly where I want it to look, but like I say, I think little matching collars and maybe some leg bands and tail bands, just make them look nice and fancy, because they are both precious metals. They should look a bit swank. G. G is such a weird letter when you look at it. Looks nothing like how you handwrite it. It's a weird squashed 8, I think. So peaceful. Just peaceful evening. Feels like it's later than it is, but I think it's because our clocks went back this morning, or yesterday night actually. Completely didn't notice because I think we were actually in the middle of an niche stream at the time, so I had other things on my mind. Snowy Islands mostly. So it's a lot darker than it would have been this time yesterday. Which means it really is close to winter. I do love this time of year. It definitely takes some adjusting to. It's all the soft light and it's just so cosy. I hope you can see alright, because it's basically 100% artificial light right now, and I always worry about filming and photographing under that. I think we're doing pretty well. A little squidgy bit there. Just about done now. It's just really thread. Oh, there's one little bit that doesn't want to go. That's the annoying thing about this particular type of thread. There you go. There you are. So no matter how even it is when you start, it always turns into this. So I'll tie that off now. There you go. That's a G, isn't it? I'd say it's a mutant, but I honestly think G looks like a mutant anyway. Just something about that print G. Looks nothing like it, nothing like a G that you actually write with your hands. So, I'll do the numbers. So for the numbers, I'm going to pull out a little bit more thread. And I'm going to split it. So this is your kind of 6-stranded embroidery thread. So I split this out into 3 strands and turn it into a weird kind of spider knot thing. Very apt. 2 days till Halloween! 2 days till Halloween, everyone! Are you excited? Right, well, is it just me who's excited? Am I going on too much? There we go. So we've got a little narrow strand there, because See that the numbers are kind of a bit smaller, so you don't want big bulky threads, otherwise you'd never be able to see. Okay. So, just a second. There we go. That should be enough for that. So, as usual, same as before, just tiny little stitches. This is quite a fiddly little bit. Oh, thank you. I think it's really relaxing just sitting here and and rambling into the camera, to be honest with you. Just feels really calm somehow. I hope it's a fun story that you're working on. I need to work on some of mine as well. I always have so many things on. I'm not sure how I managed to finish anything really. Yes, we have 7 and 4. It really is just something very relaxing about sewing. It's just got this very calming sound. I think I might do some needle felting at some point because that's very relaxing too. There's this kind of noise that comes with it, and it's just very pleasing somehow. Close to 47. I should have some needle felt projects that have been sitting around for a while. I probably need to finish them off. So it's just the atomic weight to do now. I feel like I should have a little educational slot about the numbers and what they mean. So 47. We'll get educational for a minute. 47 means the number of protons in a silver atom is always 47. That's what makes it silver, as opposed to anything else. So if it had one more, it would be cadmium. Just sitting up next to it. And the atomic weight is the average number of protons and neutrons, because an atom, the nucleus of an atom, has protons and neutrons. And the number of protons is always the same in every element. So if it's got, like I said before, if it's got 47 protons, it will always be silver. It can't be anything else. If it's got a different number of protons, it would be something else. The number of neutrons can vary though, which is where we get isotopes, which are different atoms of the same element which have different numbers of neutrons. And that's why, so the atomic weight is kind of like the average weight, because some isotopes are more common than others. So averaged out, 107.868 is the atomic weight. So that's the protons and neutrons together. So that's your little science corner. I think signs. I don't see why signs shouldn't be cute. Let's make it cute. Cute and interesting. I hope this isn't going to be too much of a squash with that G down there. I was never a typography person. It's 107. My 7's going a little bit weird today. This is this is honestly the most fiddly bit. These tiny, tiny numbers. I don't know how to do it. It's going to be a bit of a squash. I'm really mad at the letter G today. It's just so weird. Don't know if you can hear the train whistles in the background there. I'm actually quite close to a railway line. You wouldn't think it, just kind of look out the window. It kind of curves around, so it's quite close. Downside of a tiny little canvas like this, it's just so fiddly. But we're almost there. Six. The thread's got a little bit twisted, hold on. That's fine. It's a little bit crammed in. It's really awkward to work with letters with descenders. It's been going on about the letter G all day, I think. It's my arch enemy now. Number 8. I know you said letter 8. I don't know what's wrong with me there. Trains are going in. Surprised they're moving at all because that's Southern Rail that operates out there. And if you've never heard of Southern Rail, be glad because you just don't want to know. Okay. Ta-da! Have a little symbol. So you shall sew it onto his side now. Couple of pins. It's just going to help steady it. We're getting somewhere. I'll get the white thread out again. So I'm just going to sew this on, just sew on around the edge, so it's like a patch. And this is just a kind of a simple back stitch. The tail always gets in the way when I do this. It's kind of unavoidable. Yeah, you're definitely right. There's something just really peaceful and calming about the sound of. If it's the sound of sewing and needle and thread, with rhythmic motions. Very, very peaceful. Just take that top one out now because it's going to get in the way. How long have we been here now? Let's have a look. Oh, just up close to an hour. I think an hour is a good time for a stream. I think. It's just kind of long enough to do something like this. I really like the progress we've made. He's gone from a little pile of fabric to something with some real personality. I don't know if it's a he or a she. I always think most of these cats are. I never really think of them as having much of a gender, to be honest. They're elements. Why should they have a gender? They can have whatever they want. Oh, I suppose it's whoever the owner ends up being. Well, this little guy is actually a commission, so there is no whoever. We know who's getting it. You know what I mean? I think it's the owner decides. Maybe they're not. Maybe it's not he or she at all. Who knows? They can be whatever they want to be, and so can you. Okay, I hope I'm not going to run out of. I'm not going to run out of thread right at the end. That'll be embarrassing. There we go. Just enough. And there we go. It's that way up, isn't it? Yeah. Silver and gold. I think that's a good place to cut off for now tonight. It's been a nice calm hour of just crafting together. Thank you everyone who showed up. I really hope you enjoyed it. They are so cute, aren't they? I hope you enjoyed it. I definitely did. It was really nice. I think it went a lot smoother than last time. So I don't know yet if I'll make this a regular thing, or maybe it'll just be whenever I can fit it in around a day job and everything. But yeah, let's do it again. let's do it some other time. I really enjoyed it. Thank you very much for showing up. Great to have you all. Bye.